Hello, dear all. My name is Stella Brajterman. I am a Brazilian artist, video artist, actress. I did Ava, the short movie, experimental movie. I got the best director for experimental movie. So I couldn't be more happy. It means a lot for me, especially because of the whole process. So basically I need to read the questions and then we go over it. So the biggest inspiration, basically I've been researching about my ancestors for a long time. And then I started to research over my grandfather that I never had a chance to meet. He came from Germany. He was a refugee from the Second World War. But actually, like the whole idea, the whole story about his life was very interesting, but was one tiny detail that caught my attention, that he had a glass eye. And then I was completely obsessed about this fact, and then I started to research about glass, about what it means to actually see something, and then I never stopped. It was like almost like 1 year process until I got to the actually movie, because it started as like a theater, a play, a theatrical play, and then because of the pandemic I had to stop. I couldn't present anymore, and then I did a video art with my cell phone. Later on, I wrote a script for a short movie, and then I invited 2 friends to help me out. It was pandemic, still pandemic. We were in lockdown, and then we tasked ourselves, okay, no COVID, let's go. And then we shot the movie in 3 days, basically, during Carnival here in Brazil. So it was a very, how can I say, unusual Carnival. The streets were empty. It was a insane experience, to be very honest. So, and then I started to already talk about the second question, the production. So the production was almost like an experience, to be very honest, a very immersive experience, because once again they came to my apartment, and then we spent like 3 days in a row filming, and in the last day I call another friend and say, well, I need to use your boat. We need to sail, because I need to film, I need to shoot in the middle of the ocean, and that's it. And it's like, okay, let's go. And then in the last day we went there, and it was a magical experience. It was a very exhausting experience. We barely slept, and but it was very, very magical. I felt guided the whole time. Production here in Brazil, it's very challenging. Of course, when you start a project, you're going to face a lot of obstacles, and I think all of the artists, we face like this lack of investment in art and culture. So you need to all the time keep improvising, keep like negotiating the ideal project that you have in your mind, and the things that you need to like change and adapt. Sometimes it works, sometimes it's very disappointing, but I feel in Brazil I think we still miss, how can I put that, but a lot of organization. I feel that culture and art are still very mixed. I cannot say about other countries, but I feel that we need to split a little bit more. I know it's a big discussion, but we could have more investment in art. It's different from culture, just like culture, but like differentiate a little bit more, so we can give more space for those that are experimenting new types of languages, new types of artistic expressions that can be hybrid. Like I can do something, but I cannot, like I don't fit into certain how can I say, programs or types of, you know, scholarships. And because my art expression is completely, how can I say, hybrid, and I blend with, so what I'm basically saying is that it's very hard, what I feel, for me as an artist, to fit and yeah, to have some investment in my projects. I think this is the biggest challenge for sure. Well, let's move to the other one. The main role of cinema in society. Well, if I need to choose one, I believe that cinema for me creates another lens that allows you to see reality in a different way and change reality. Like, it gives you, empower you to think out of the box, see things upside down from a different perspective, transcend, you know, like it's almost like a spiritual art expression, because it's something that is like, the image is so abstract and at the same time it's so concrete. It's there but it's not there, and it's super powerful. The way that you put the camera is already a decision. Like, how am I going to film this shot? How am I going to look at this leaf in the floor? How am I going to, it's an act of love as well, to pay attention. Like, cinema requires you to pay attention to things around you, to fall in love with things around you. So I think it's so important to have cinema nowadays, especially with cell phones and TikToks, and because cinema requires you to just stop and look and think about what you're looking, allow the object, is a very, very strong word, but allow the object that you're looking at affects you. And I think this is something so complex at the same time. You can reverberate this attention to so many other things around you. So it's one of the most powerful art expressions that human being can do. Like, I feel that is a way to fall in love with the world again, give hope to the world again, and to ourselves. Yeah, I'm completely in love. Even if I work a lot with theater, I'm in love with cinema, completely in love. Yeah, like AI, right? Artificial intelligence and streamings and yada yada. Well, there's a lot of things to say about this, but I prefer to wait a bit. I prefer to see how things are going to develop, how the society will actually respond to it a little bit. I think we're in the middle of it. I cannot answer in a so precise way. I teach young kids, I teach teenagers, and I see how they, even if they are born in this crazy world, in this crazy technology and, you know, videos, but they still need time. Like, they still need, like, to relate to each other. So how this thing is going to sustain in our world, how artificial intelligence will sustain itself, I'm not sure. Hope not. I think for some things it's very important to have it, like it, but I'm not sure about art. I think we need to be affected by it with, like, I cannot have a machine to be affected for me, you know, like in my place. Okay, get affected, it's impossible. So yeah. Last question. Last, I think, I'm not sure. yeah, the streamings in terms of, yeah, the future of cinema. Once again, I think I think people, human beings, we need to be close to each other. We need presence. We need to feel that we are in the same place. We need to feel that something's happening. I know that it seems like no, people are in the phones, but I don't know, maybe I'm a romantic girl, but like I feel when I look at the young kids that I have, or the teenagers, I feel that even phones, they still need each other. They still need to be there, and they still need presence and art a lot. So maybe it's not that bad. Maybe the future is not that bad for cinema. Maybe not. Yes, I have a project that I'm working on for a long time. I already did a video art. It's called Hilda Prelude for Wood. It's the second part of my research about my ancestors and our place in Earth. Actually, I start to ask myself as a human being. I ask, how is the place? How can we relate to environment? And hopefully, it's going to be done by next year. Like Super Done is going to be a short movie as well. So it's almost the same path that Ava did, but now it's more organized. I hope that I do not shoot in 3 days, like rushing. I hope that it goes and I have 1 week to actually develop it. And basically it's about the source that connects the human beings with all the other beings around us. Is what we are lacking in terms of relation with Earth, basically. Instead of like I am a human being and this is animal world, and no, like we are all the same. It looks like a very cringe what I'm saying, but it's more focused in this movement that connects things around us. So it's a very sensorial movie, almost like a big video art. The narrative is a little bit, it's more, how can I say, it's not that it's not a strong narrative in terms of beginning, middle, and end. It's more sensorial movie. So I want to do a short movie, but I'm maybe it's going to be a long video art. Who knows? I'm going to I'm starting already once again, and I'm going to meet with the crew, and we will start very soon. Okay, 30 minutes. I'm very shy in front of the cameras. I know, although I'm an actress, but when I'm not with the character, it's very hard for me. I hope it was clear, and very happy. Thank you so much to give voice, to give a screen for those movie makers. They're trying new things, right? We're researching, we're studying. So hope to see you all in the future. Thank you so much. Obrigada. Beijo.